Hello, everyone. Welcome again. This is Touchline Talk, where we talk everything about football. And today, some wonderful news to share. The world of Champions League, and we also saw the match between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. It was a thriller. It ended in a 4-3 win for Bayern Munich and a 6-4 win on aggregate. And Bayern Munich progresses into the semi-finals. Bayern Munich, very solid team. Real Madrid tries as much as possible to fight back, but they couldn't do that. Especially the last goal from Michael Olise. What a wonderful goal. It was superb, and it shows that Bayern Munich, they are a team to beat. We can't wait to watch what's going to happen between Bayern Munich and PSG at the semi-finals of the Champions League. And it was indeed a cracker, a match. And if you missed out on that match, you've missed a lot. It was one of the best quarterfinal match in the Champions League. And unfortunately for Real Madrid, they dropped again in the quarterfinal stage. Last season it was Arsenal, and this season it's Bayern Munich all over again. Even though they got a red card at a particular point in the 88th minute or so, it's 8 minutes or so, it was still 3-2 to Bayern Munich. But once they got that red card from Kamavinga, it turned everything around, and that gave Bayern Munich the opportunity, the extra man advantage, to pump in 2 more goals to Real Madrid and knock them out of the Champions League this season. Even though they did their best, even though they lost at home, today's match was a cracker, and it just proved one point that Bayern Munich are a very good side. And the other quarterfinal second leg major took place was between Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon. Even though it ended goalless, but courtesy the away win Arsenal had last week at Sporting Lisbon couldn't fight back, and that's why Arsenal was able to progress. And for the supporters, some people are still grumbling, some are not still sad, because truly Arsenal didn't play that well that much, but they did the most important thing, which is qualifying for the second round and progressing, because that's the most important thing. The question now is, how will they perform against Atletico Madrid in the semi-final, because that's another ball game entirely. And so Atletico Madrid, Arsenal, can't wait to watch that. If you remember, during the league stage last time out, they defeated Atletico Madrid 4-0. And that's a stunning one. Another stunning match over the Champions League was Atletico Madrid defeating Barcelona. I never expected that. Even though Barcelona is a very good side, they were able to come back, but the comeback was not enough. The much needed one goal was scored by Atletico Madrid, and they couldn't do anything about that, and Barcelona crashed out. So it's set Atletico Madrid, Arsenal. And for PSG and Liverpool have not been good this season, and who knows what happened to them. They were defeated at home 2-0. The first leg was 2-0. PSG won 2-0. And the second leg again, they won 2-0. They advanced on 4-0 aggregate. So PSG Bayern Munich, that promises to be a cracker. Can't wait to see how that is going to play out. And Champions League later in this month, end of this month, semi-finals, don't miss out. So this weekend, Arsenal face their crucial Premier League clash after their UCL progress. Now they've qualified for the semi-finals. The next challenge in front of them is against Manchester City. Manchester City has been breathing on their neck, and they are behind them. Because see Arsenal losing to Bournemouth at home at the Emirates last week. So this time around, it's going to more or less be like a decider because this is a game Arsenal needs to win it. They just have to win it. No question about that. Will they win it? Will they pull out magic from their cap? Or will they end a draw? Nobody knows yet. But fingers crossed, and let's see how that's going to play out. Because right now, if Manchester City wins and they win their game at hand, it's going to be a stunning one. So it's left to us now to prove what they've been doing. At the beginning of the season, Arsenal have been playing good, but suddenly, as usual, that's why they call them butlers. They've been struggling, and they're really struggling because losing to Southampton, losing to Bournemouth, to me personally, how won't you lose to Manchester City, a very good side? If you can lose to Southampton, who is Manchester City? But football is not like that. It's not played on paper. It's played by 22 men on the field, and that's going to decide how that's going to end. And also, Real Madrid exit from Champions League after their high-scoring loss to Bayern has sparked debate, including questions over decisions in the dramatic second leg. Yeah, that's why some Gula got a red card, and more or less like he wanted to fight the referee. A lot of decisions that didn't go their way, and things like that do happen. Questions are raised, and because one thing I've come to discover that if you make any decision you make, definitely affects the game. The red card really, really affected the game. The question now is, were those calls right or wrong? Nobody knows. I never can say. But it's left us to discuss. And if you have any opinion to the game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, what needs to be done or how it ended, let us know in the comment section. And it's been a fun one. Thanks for listening. This is Touchline Talk. See you for on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. It goes a long way. Thanks and take care.